Welcome back to another Odds of War Kill Team Battle Report. We've got a really cool one today. Nick, Rico, you guys are back.
Hello.
How are you doing?
Yeah, so tell us what you're bringing today.
Well, I brought the Tyranids back. Still doing Leviathan. That's I want to keep trying that out. The same three warriors as before. We have our leader with the Devourer, 2 bone swords. He's a Tyranid warrior, and I gave him Toxin Sacs again. In addition to that, we have specialists. We have a comm specialist warrior here with a Death Spitter, 2 bone swords, and Toxin Sacs as well. Another Tyranid warrior, this time a gunner, heavy venom cannon, the beast. That did literally nothing last game, but
Hopefully it does nothing this game.
In our games down on the channel has put in a lot of work. 2 bone swords, Toxin Sacs. All 3 have flesh hooks because it's free. And then we have one more specialist, and that is a Gene Stealer with little tendrily mouth bits. He's going to be a combat specialist, so he'll be having 4 attacks. He's got flesh hooks and Toxin Sacs as well, and then Scything Talons in addition to his Grasping Talons. And then we got 3 bog standard non-specialists. We got our 2 Hormagaunts. And then we have another Gene Stealer. And he's got an Acid Maw, because that's a free upgrade, and Scything Talons, and that's it. That's these guys.
Awesome. Very nice. Rico, tell us what you're bringing today.
Well, it's not nearly as gross, but I think hopefully it'll do something. I'll bring Guard today, running the Armageddon Doctrine. So I've got Sergeant here, who's going to have just a power sword and last pistol. Then I've got my combat specialist, my Yeti, or my Bulgrin Bonehead with Brute Shield being the invul, and then his Brute Maul being his fists, his bloody hands. Then I've got a comm specialist, who's going to be this guy, and also a demolitions man with a grenade launcher. And everyone else, and I've got six just basic las gunmen, just to die for the Emperor.
Okay.
That's really it.
Or eat those las packs.
Always.
Very nutritious.
There we go. So today we're going to be playing the game, the mission Terror Tactics, which we'll talk about once we get set up. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right.
Let's bring the fear.
Before we start, though, remember to subscribe to the channel if you want to be the first to see our new battle reports every Wednesday.
These noble sons of the Imperium are daily fighting on the front with the Tyranid menace. On their lips the slogan, "The only good Nid is a dead Nid." They're doing their part. Are you? Today on Odds of War.
We are all set up, getting ready here to deploy. During the scouting phase, both players picked plant traps. Nick rolled a 2, Rico rolled a 1. Nick, what 2 terrain pieces are you trapping?
I'll be trapping this piece and this piece.
Awesome. All right. And Rico, you picked, you rolled 1. So what terrain piece would you like to trap?
I'm going to be trapping, let's see, this piece.
Okay. Great. We'll get deployed. Coming right up. So we are all set up, ready to go into this battle of Tyranids versus the Imperium of Man, specifically the Imperial Guard. A little bit of Starship Troopers action going on here. We are all set to go into the very first initiative phase. Gentlemen, if you would.
Got an 8.
Got a 10.
Oh,
And 10, okay. The desire to know more was strong.
Yes.
Well,
Perfect.
We'll come back after moving right after this. All right, so we're midway through the movement phase for turn 1. The Imperial Guard, in quotations, Imperial.
Imperial.
They're
Gene Stealers.
They're moving around, but our Voxcaster.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
There was a sport.
He's not a comms.
Right.
He's the Voxcaster.
Right.
Your
He's not a
comms is
specialist,
this
just
Voxcaster.
regular
Right.
man with Voxcaster.
Yeah. So he climbed up and over this piece of terrain, triggering
A spore cyst
trap.
that was dropped from the biomorphs in the sky.
Gross.
And that has now shed a cloud of
Very nice.
destruction.
So we've got 2 dangerous terrain tests here to take.
We'll start with this guy.
Yes.
So, whoop.
Oh, very. Oh,
That
no,
is.
that is.
That is.
Oh,
that's
no.
what it
Oh,
is. Yeah.
That's
we
I
forgot
thought
how
it was
this
a 2.
works.
No, I thought it was a 2
okay.
from where it
Yeah.
landed. Okay, and then
So-
we'll just
just
roll
go
for him
right to
really
him.
quick.
Yeah.
No.
Opposite.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So this guy takes a mortal wound.
So that would drop him to 0.
Drop
and
him
then now
0,
it's
an injury roll.
Oh,
Wow.
Is that the first trap kill?
That's the first trap kill I've seen in a long, long time.
Woo!
he goes.
Spore cyst.
All right, so we're partway through the movement phase for the Tyranids. If you look through the window here, you'll see a Gene Stealer.
No, Hormagaunt.
Excuse me, yes, Hormagaunt moved up there.
Advancing.
He moved from here triggering the trap on this piece of terrain. So Rico, if you'd like to roll a die for the Hormigaunt.
Here we go.
Blood for blood.
No.
And then what about then for our
He's not
special
within an
here?
inch
But
of that, right?
no, it's this piece, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So that'll be a die right there.
No.
No. Okay, but then now that's dangerous
Cheeky.
terrain.
Cheeky.
All right, we'll come back after the rest of the movement phase. So we are just about at the end of the Tyranid movement phase. We just have one charge really quick to do. Our Gene Stealer here is charging our Demolition's grenade launcher.
Yep.
And to be clear, Nick, we're not charging the Bulgrin in addition, even though that means you can't end an inch within the base.
Oh,
and-
yes, we will be declaring the, yes.
You'll be
'cause
declaring
I
dog.
I actually
Okay.
have to. He doesn't have a gun, correct?
No, he's just
Yeah.
going to scream obscenity.
And then, just real quick, I'm going to spend a CP.
Okay, one
So
CP.
It'll be Predatory Leap.
Ooh, Predatory Leap. Let's see what we got. Use this tactic before making a charge roll. Treat that model as if it could fly. Oh, so we're just leaping
just
over the
straight,
building?
yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
very cool.
Very cool.
We do have a little bit of Overwatch, though, from our Demolitions specialist.
So I'll be using the frag grenade option, which gives me D6 number of shots.
Okay,
Yes,
There we
let's
go.
see it.
Number of shots is going to be 3.
3 shots
Hitting on 6s. Overwatch for nothing.
for nothing.
You're
okay.
worried. Get in there.
All
All
right.
right, and let's see our charge roll. A 7.
7, he can re-roll charges intrinsically. That's his Gene Stealer ability. A 7 would not be enough.
7,
so we
so
need to
here
go
we roll.
further.
With an
Well,
8.
An 8 might do it.
get there.
Maybe.
Yes, an 8 would put him literally there.
Perfect.
Okay.
So that is an inch away.
All right, so then we just have one little move to do here because he wanted to move where the Gene Stealer was.
Yes.
But so while you're taking that, I'm just going to talk about everything else.
Oh, okay.
So our Astra Militarum, like we said, we moved up here, dodging out of the spore cysts. Then back over this way, we had a Hormigaunt here advance into our ruined building. Meanwhile, a Gene Stealer and Hormigaunt charged this particular guardsman. This is our leader, correct?
This is the leader.
Yep,
Yes.
our leader here moved up.
Yep.
Meanwhile, our heavy specialist readied, and then lastly, our comm specialist moved here. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We'll be going to the shooting phase, coming right up. Before we go into the shooting phase, I realized I didn't talk about the mission. We're playing the mission Terror Tactics. So what happens is each player has to try to move their models across the board and off the table here. So for the Nids, they have to try to move across this boundary. For the Guard, they have to move across this boundary. Each player will get 2 points for getting a model across, escaping. They'll also get 1 point for taking an enemy model out of action. And if there's a team that breaks, then that's going to auto end the game and the other team wins.
Correct.
So there we go. That's Terror Tactics. It is the shooting phase. For round 1, we'll be starting off with readied models, which is our heavy specialist here. And who's he going to fire into, Nick?
Well, originally I was going to fire at the Bulgrin, but since I've now locked him into combat, that is not allowed. So I was actually going to target this leader right here.
Ooh, going for
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can get a headshot.
Oh, jeez.
Very nice.
He will be using the comms specialist here because he's at obviously long range, so we want to ignore that.
obscurement.
And obscurement, yeah.
Yep.
So he will be hitting on 5s into that guy. So D3 shots.
Okay.
Let's go for the big.
That's
Big.
three.
Oof.
Very nice.
I don't like this.
So we are hitting on 5s. It would be 6s, but because of the comm specialist, yeah.
Yep.
All right,
Let's
here we
see
go. Got 1. 1 may be enough though, and I do have a CP reroll, so we're going to save that for the injury roll most likely. So we wound on 2s because it's
Okay.
strength 8
Yep.
versus T3. So
Gets
there's a
the
wound.
wound.
It's AP
Oh,
minus
geez.
3. Okay, so it's
Okay.
D3 damage.
For 3 damage.
Oh.
All right, so we remember what happened last time, fans. This is where I struggle. So let's see if this happens. Ready?
Go ahead.
Out of action.
Oh, barely 2.
Well, you aim for a headshot,
Ouch.
and you got it.
Oh
There
my
you go.
goodness.
And down he goes.
I imagine the
Wham,
living
wham.
ammo has seeded itself into his body. Yeah.
That is his
Yeah.
head now.
Yeah, yeah.
So now we'll go down to non-readied models. Rico, I know that might have changed up what you were doing. Do you
Oh,
need
that's
a
no
minute?
more orders.
I might need a minute, but you did save me a whole action of the game, so it makes it
Right,
way more
okay,
simple now.
Good.
So yeah, we'll give Rico a minute to figure out what he wants to do now that orders from on high are cut off. So next up we've got non-readied models, starting off with the guard because they have initiative. So we're firing our guardsmen here into the Hormigaunt there in terrain. No obscurement, no long range, so just natural ballistic skill.
Yep, natural ballistic skill. So 2 shots, needing force to hit.
That's going to be 1 hit.
And then I just need
T3 to strength 3.
So 4 to wound. 1
Gets
wound.
the wound.
All right.
No AP, correct?
No AP.
All right, 6s.
Oh!
Is this my game?
Is
this where I
This
started rolling?
might be your game. This might be it.
Did I take the power from Rico?
Yeah, well, you know, you had such horrible luck the last couple games. It's all coming around
This
full
is
circle
the
now.
power has returned.
My poor
brutal.
girl.
All right, so next up then it's going to be back to the Tyranids.
Right. Looking at what we're going to shoot at, I think we're just going to shoot the leader's Devour into this guy. Let me
Into
just
this guy,
measure to
okay.
make sure. The range is 18, so as long as we're within 9, which we are. So half range. He would be obscured. Yep, he's got a little bit of pillar in front of him. So 3 shots, we're hitting on 5s. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Ooh.
It's strength 4, so 3's to wound.
Yep.
It is a
It's
wound.
the wounds.
It's AP nil.
So I have a
18.
5 up armor save.
Flak armor.
There we go. Oh.
There it
All right.
is.
2 can
There's a
play this
6.
game.
There's a 6.
Okay, back to the Imperial Guard.
All right. I guess my only real viable target is going to be, if I can, let me just double check this, because I may not have anything to shoot at now. You may
That's
have-
true, actually.
No, I do. 24 inches. I'll
yeah.
be
Go for it,
at
my man.
maximum range. So I'm going to take a shot with this guardsman.
All right, so that's just going to be a single shot. That's going to be at long range
Range
and
and
obscured.
obscured.
So a -2 to hit. So we're hitting on 6s.
Here we go.
Here it is.
No.
Okay.
All right. The Death Spitter from the Comm Specialist is going to shoot. Grab this. I believe his only target that he can act. Well, he's peering around the corner here. So we're just going to measure out this comms guy. That's within 12. This guy's outside. So we're going to shoot his 3 shots into the half range target of this guy.
Okay.
So he will be hitting on 5s because of obscurement. So 3 shots. 1 hit.
Okay, 1 hit.
Strength 5, so
3's
3's to wound.
No wounds.
All right.
All right.
All right, and then now we're back to Imperial Guard.
Let me just double check one more range, and I am, yes, within. So this last guardsman is going to take a shot at the venom cannon back there. So looks like,
So obscurement, long range.
yep.
Long range.
So same.
Yep.
Yep, here we go.
So just on a 6.
Needing 6s. No.
Oh, unfortunate, unfortunate.
That I have nothing else to shoot
Nothing else
with,
shoots,
so
and that's it. So that's the end of the shooting phase then. So we're going to go ahead and go into the fight phase right after this.
Oh,
It
yeah, let's do
is
that.
the fight phase. Now it would be charging models first, so that would be all of our Tyranids, except for Rico is using Decisive Strike. So he's spending his 2 command points to swing with our Bonehead here. So that's all you, my friend.
All right, well, he's a combat specialist, so he has 5 attacks instead
5
of his
attacks.
usual 4, and he is going to be hitting on 3s.
Oh, 3 hits. Okay.
All right.
Not too bad though.
That could be enough.
wounding on 3s.
Strength
T4.
7. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3s.
Okay, 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
2 wounds.
AP
At-
minus.
AP -1.
AP -1.
Well, we have a 5 up invuln, so the Forearm Emperor protects.
No!
He does.
Both go through.
4
I
damage.
don't think I'm within any synapse. No. So yeah, that would go right through.
So then it'll just be 2 dice.
2 dice for the
because
injury
it's damage. Yeah, damage 2. So for the injury roll.
Oh,
no!
This has
Oh,
happened.
just a flesh wound here.
Oh.
All right. So after that, then it is the Tyranids combat. Nick, who would you like to activate first?
Well, in that case, so this Gene
Okay.
Stealer, who's the combat specialist, is going to be attacking into him with the grasping talons. So that's 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Oop. So that's 3
Okay,
hits.
3
Very
hits.
nice,
Very
very
nice.
nice.
Strength 4, so wounding on 3s.
Yep.
And any 6s here will be 2 damage and AP -4.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh,
there it is.
All right. So,
So we do have 2 wounds, though.
So Rico, you can choose to save these in any order you'd like.
Uh,
And so you said this would be 2 damage,
Yeah.
yes?
Yeah.
And then this is just 1 damage.
Oh, is
and
that how this
AP
works?
He can resolve how he
Oh,
likes. 'cause
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and save the
So you want to
first.
save this
That's
one
AP
first.
minus
the regular
1, yeah.
So
So-
I need a 5 up. No.
So no, but it's only damage 1, so it's
Okay.
only a single die for the injury roll.
Well, Matt, that's a silly way rules work.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Looking at this turn 1, I think the guard need a little bit of help here.
All right, so we need a 4 or better.
Oh,
just
just
a
a
flesh
wound. That's what we were looking for the guard.
Tis but a flesh wound.
All right. Next up, sir.
We'll go do the Hormigaunt.
Oh,
We got
no.
next.
So it's
okay.
2 attacks. I believe he's hitting on 4s. Yep, he's hitting on 4s for some reason. He does have reroll 1s though, Scything Talons. Hits once.
Okay, 1 hit.
Strength 3 to T3, so 4s.
No wound.
All right.
Sad.
All right, and then lastly, we've got our
Yes,
Gene Stealer here.
So this is a sticky widget. I definitely want the Grenadier to die, so I'm just going to throw everything into him.
Ooh.
'Cause there's no way for me to peel off. He's a 4-up invuln, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So 3 attacks from the Gene Stealer into, and these are with Grasping Talons again. So hitting on 3s. All hits.
All hits. Very nice.
He does not have Toxin Sex,
Oh, okay, good.
but he will be wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. These are AP -4.
Oh, okay. So, well,
but all
Which
of it's
again
1
doesn't
damage.
matter
That's true.
because, you know.
Well, actually, so there's no even need to try to save this because even if you save this,
true, yeah.
these will go through. So and it's just damage 1.
Yeah.
So just straight to injury roll.
what do you got?
Oh
no!
Action.
He's
Say
hungry.
goodbye to our demolitions.
Good night, everybody.
specialist. So the last thing to do then is actually our guardsman right here
crack back.
to
Strike
fight
back.
back in.
And the flesh wound will be a -1
Minus
first
1 to
hitting.
hit. Yep.
So one attack hitting on 4s normally because of flesh wound hitting on 5s now. The big
No.
2.
Okay. So that is the end of combat phase. So we'll go straight into morale phase. For the Tyranids, no need to check for breakage here. We do have a flesh wound on the Gene Stealer. What's our leadership on him?
9.
9, so he cannot fail, so nothing there. Now for the Imperial Guard, we've got 3 models out of action.
And the leader's out of action.
And 4 there with the flesh wound out of your original
10.
so no need to check for break, but you do need to just check for a shaken right here on this guy. So he's got a +3 to the roll.
And what's his leadership?
He's leadership 6.
6. So yeah, so we need to roll a 1, 2, or a 3
Here
to
we go.
pass.
I've rolled a lot of 2s. Maybe I can do it again. I cannot.
Oh, okay. I'm
sorry,
So
Rico,
that is
that's
a shaken result there. Yeah, would you?
gotcha. Yep.
Thank you much.
He's very scared.
All
gonna
right.
pull
I
these
mean,
away
you know,
then.
to be fair, if you look at that situation, I'd probably be shaken as well.
This is terror tactics.
Oh, that's right. All right, so
see what you did there.
then for scoring, what that means is right now the Tyranids have a
points.
score of 3 for 3 models out of action. Astra Militarum or Imperial Guard. I'm gonna like really trigger
sorry.
someone with that because I know some people are like, it's Guard.
Look. Let's be real here. We have Rico. There's the the guard are here. These are the Rico Raiders.
Exactly.
Rico's
Rico's
Raiders.
Roughnecks.
Roughnecks.
Perfect.
That's what I meant.
Oh, there you go.
It's always meant to be. I love it.
Oh, yeah, that's
Right.
totally what I said. Edit that out.
All right, great. So let's go into initiative for round 2.
There we go.
All right,
you're
Nids with a
beating me
4,
on that.
and that is a
6.
6 there for the Imperial Guard. So Imperial Guard have the initiative. We'll be right back after movement phase right after this. So we are at the end of the movement phase for round 2. We just went ahead and consolidated both squads because it's a pretty short one. For the Imperial Guard, we, of course, our shaken guy stayed in here. Our 1 guardsman charged the Hormigaunt here.
Bold.
Yes.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Our Bulgren Yeti stayed in combat. Meanwhile, this squad advanced up. Now, this guy, we waited to do this till we were filming. This guy actually triggered the trap in here. So, Nick, you'll get to go ahead and roll.
Oh,
looking
Higgins.
for another
Here we go.
one.
So the Rippers have emerged from this hidey hole here and that
Yes,
sprung out
that's-
into
yeah,
them.
that's
That's
why
the
this is
yeah.
leaked open
That's,
now,
yeah.
yeah.
So here we go. 1.
Oh, for a second. Oh.
That would have been
That's
so
5
cool.
ones. That's 5 more wounds, right?
Yeah,
That's fine.
right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what it is.
okay.
Then for the Tyranids, our Gene Stealer here
Combat
stayed in
specialist.
combat. Yep. Our comms and our heavy readied up back over here. Our Hormigaunt and our Gene Stealer here both fell back towards this board edge. Last but not least,
Yeah.
our warrior leader here moved up, so he's got some nice line of sight through here down to our squad. All right, and that's it for the movement phase. We'll be going into the shooting phase coming right up. We are in the shooting phase for round 2 here. It's going to be a pretty short one. We have 2 readied models for the Tyranids, and then we'll have flesh hooks from this Gene Stealer, and then that'll be
Devourers.
Oh yes, and
Yep.
then our leader tucked back up in there.
And then last guns.
Nope, they advanced and they're rapid fire weapons. So it's just it's going to be a Tyranid shooting phase. So as you're ready, sir.
The comm specialist is going to give the bonus to the heavy. The heavy is going to go ahead and activate and shoot into the Bullgrin.
All right.
Bonehead, sorry.
Yes.
And so it'll be D3 shots, and he's within half range. He's not obscured as we determined from before. So D3 shots. 2.
For 2 shots.
2 shots. We're hitting on 3s.
3s now. Yep. Oh, that's
Get
one hit.
Get 1 hit. T5.
Yep, T5.
So wounding on 3s.
No.
But I will spend a CP here.
Okay, we're going to CP reroll that. All right.
Glorious.
No.
Glorious.
Okay.
All right. Next up,
Yep. The Devourer is going to shoot into this guy as well.
same target. Okay.
Actually, yes. But we're going to split fire a little bit because I'm cheeky like that. We're going to shoot 2 shots into the Bullgrin, 1 shot into this guy because he's within 2
Okay.
inches of that. So
Okay.
he's within half range, but this guy is obscured. This guy isn't. So we're shooting into him on 4s. 2
Both
hits.
hit.
Nice.
Strength 5, so 4 is the wound.
No wounds.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Oh,
big.
no.
And then our single shot into the guardsman.
Yes. So single shot. This will be on 5s. Hits.
Hits.
Oh, that's a hit.
3s
Yep.
to wound. Yeah.
Nice.
Wounds. AP -1.
So 6s. 6 up save.
Oh, the flak armor.
No.
1 damage.
Injury roll.
Oh, no.
Oh, another out of action. Oh, this is starting to look like a rout unless the guard can start taking some models out of action or get off the field. Also, I misspoke earlier. Actually, oh wait, we advanced here as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we did advance here. We just don't have the token by it. So, okay, yeah. So it is then keeping on with the Tyranids then.
Yep. And we're going to have the leader here. He's going to shoot across into this guy with all 3 shots.
Okay.
So obscured. I'm pretty sure he's outside of half range. 'Cause half range would be
Definitely
9.
outside
Yeah.
half
So
range.
we're hitting on 6s.
No hits.
No hits.
All right, and then
He also has flesh hooks.
Oh,
So
what's the range on flesh hooks?
6 inches.
6 inches.
So
I don't think
probably.
you don't have a target.
No.
then.
Yeah. So
Yep.
I was
So
going to
then-
see if maybe the Bullgrin.
Flesh hooks from the G.
Flesh hooks from the Gene Stealer, yes. 2 shots, hitting on, 4s. 1 hit, strength 4, so 3's the wound.
Gets the wound.
AP nil.
5 up.
Flak armor.
No.
This is an injury roll of +1.
Yes.
Oh, no. Oh,
That's gonna be
no.
another out of action.
Ah,
Oh
geez.
my gosh. That is going to be it then
Ah.
for the shooting phase. We're going to go. We have a pretty short combat phase to do. We'll go into that coming up next. We have 1 combat here to do. It's just our guardsman versus our Hormigaunt. The guardsman's looking to put a point on the board here.
Let's see if he can do it. So he has 1 attack. All right, here we go. You're 4 to hit. Okay, that went
All
way
right,
out
so
of there.
that's going to be a hit.
All right. And then he's strength 3 against toughness 3, so
Yep.
4 to wound. No.
No
A lot
wound.
of 2s this game.
A lot of 2s.
Yeah, except when you needed it for the nerve check.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, our Hormigaunt striking back.
Yes, so 2 attacks. We do get a hit.
All right.
And then wounding on 4s. That's a wound.
All right.
AP nil.
5 up. Flak armor.
Flak armor. Flak
Oh,
armor
another
does not
2.
come through. Injury roll. Okay, just a flesh wound.
But I do have a CP.
Oh, are you going to do
are
it?
you going to spend a CP to try to take another guardsman?
If I can secure the kill and then, what do you call, consolidate him out. Yeah.
Well,
So-
to be clear, you're going to have to consolidate towards the nearest enemy model, which would be back this way.
Well, that would still protect my gunners here from charging by that guy. So, all right, so here we go. So that will put me down to 1 CP.
No.
No.
Just a flesh
Just a
wound.
flesh wound.
There we go. The dice gods willed it. So that is it then for the fight phase for round 2 here. Morale phase. Again, the Tyranids, no need to check for breakage. We do have, again, it would be a nerve check here, but nothing because we can't fail. For the guardsman now, we've got 5 out of action, 6 with a flesh wound. So that is going to be a break check then. So 2d6
There you go.
compared to your highest leadership on the board,
Which is 6.
which is
Oh,
6.
no.
Here we
Oh,
go.
boy.
Oh, hey, all
that's
right.
a 3.
All
Very
right.
nice, very nice.
Loving it.
They say Cadia broke before the guardsman did, right?
Oh, that's going to be true today.
Yeah.
But didn't Armageddon break before anything else?
Armageddon never broke, sir.
Ooh. Okay, so just really quick, then it'll just be a nerve check for our guardsman here.
Yes.
So he'll have a +5 to this roll.
Good. Okay.
So you need to roll a natural 1.
Let's see if I can do it. Yay!
Oh, he does it!
Emperor protects.
Oh, he's
It's
there.
because the comms guy's up here now.
You know,
he's
actually,
rousing a transmission across the battlefield.
Yeah, it could be that. All right, so
Yeah.
you guys ready to go into initiative for round 3?
Absolutely.
Let's do
We got 2 dice here.
Take these 2.
Okay.
All right, so that's 8-3.
Well, Rico.
All right, so the guardsmen have initiative again in round 3. So we are at the end of the movement phase for both squads on round 3 here. So for the Imperial Guard, our 1 guardsman stayed in combat back over here.
He's a brave man.
Yes. Meanwhile, our comms, almost called him a combat, comms specialist moved over here to get line of sight onto the Gene Stealers. Our 2 guardsmen here moved up. We did have to take a dangerous terrain test for here, but we passed it off camera, so that's fine. And then our bonehead charged over this way, grabbing this Gene Stealer from behind to stop him from escaping the board.
He's trying to take the genes that I so rightly earned.
For the Tyranids, our heavy specialist moved up this way. Our leader moved menacingly into the door frame, looking like some sort of xenomorph atrocity. We did have a Hormigaunt who moved off the board, scoring 2 points there for Nick. Our Gene Stealer charge here into this combat to support the Hormigaunt who stayed in combat. No Overwatch there, which is why we did it off camera. Last thing we have to do, our
Comm
comm
specialist.
specialist is declaring a charge against both of our guardsmen here. So Rico, would you like to take your Overwatch?
I would like to take more Overwatch. So luckily, thanks to Armageddon, both are within rapid fire because now it gets bumped to 18 instead of 12. So.
And you said you were using a stratagem?
I am using a stratagem. That stratagem is going to be. Let's see. It's going to be.
It's a
yes.
guard 1. Yeah.
Defensive stand.
All right.
So that'll be 2 CP.
Yep, so use this tactic when a charge is declared against a model from your kill team. So they'll successfully do Overwatch
Just one
on
model
a 5 or
successfully.
6.
Yep.
Yeah, so
on the nearest guy, on this guy.
on this guy. Okay, so you'll just have to roll these separately then.
Right.
Right, so your Overwatch.
Here we go. Using
So
5
this
or
is
6s.
for, okay, this is for the 5 and 6 guy.
Nothing.
No.
All right.
Ouch.
Do they re-roll? No, they
No.
don't.
And then double 6s for the other guy. Nothing.
No.
No.
Oh, no.
And you were worried. Get in there,
And
you.
our charge range here.
Let's see. No,
6.
that may not. I don't know.
I
if
don't
that'll
think
get
6
there.
is going to get it.
6 just goes.
No,
No, that's a
definitely
failed
not.
charge. He will move though that
He's gonna go ahead
distance.
and take
Yeah,
the,
so we're gonna
movement.
take the free 6. And actually, this would not be dangerous to me because it was
Right,
my
it's
trap,
not,
correct?
yeah, it's not dangerous to
Yeah,
you.
so we're just gonna go right there.
Okay, there we go. All right, so that's it then for movement phase for round 3 here. We've got a pretty short shooting phase, which we'll come back to after this. So we are in the shooting phase for round 3. It's a pretty short one. Basically, we've got our 2 guardsmen here, our heavy specialist, and our leader are all eligible to shoot. Player with initiative is, of course, the guardsman, so Rico.
So the first guardsman, being the nearest man here, is going to take a shot into the nearest warrior. So
Okay.
he needs 4s to hit.
No.
Nothing, okay.
Okay, next up for the Nids then.
Tyranids, we're gonna shoot the leader. Is gonna shoot his devourer into this guy.
Into this guy, okay?
Yeah, and that should be within the 9, so it's
Yep.
3 shots. We are gonna give him the comms specialist
Okay,
bonus,
yep,
so
yep.
plus there. And he is obscured. My model doesn't obscure him, correct?
No, he does.
Oh, he does. Yeah.
He does,
okay.
yeah.
So then, it's
So
4s.
-1 to hit, so back to 4s.
Yeah, 4s.
Ooh, 3 hits.
3 hits.
Okay.
Strength 4, so 3s.
That's gonna be 2 wounds.
It's AP no.
All right, so 2
Black
5 ups.
armor. Does it finally pay off?
It does!
Oh, 1
Not
does, but 1 goes through.
So injury roll.
Let's see. Let's see. Oh!
Out of action. Well, at least he did get to shoot first. You
Lot-
know, there is that.
Very
All
true.
right, next up we have our guardsman here.
Second man is going to try his luck.
Tapping right back in.
Same warrior, so needing 2 4s.
There's
One
one.
hit.
All right, and then I need a 5 to
5.
wound. No, I saw the 6 though.
so
It was a 6.
Oh,
It was
it
a
was
6.
there.
Yeah, so he's done. Then we've got our heavy specialist.
Yeah, I think his only target is that guy
gonna be this
there.
guy right here.
So he's obscured. He's within half range. So
Yep.
it's 4s, D3 shots.
For
one
For
shot.
1.
Hitting on a 4.
Yep, and then hits.
Hits. Winning on 2.
Winning on 2s.
Hey,
Oh,
all right.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll let it go.
Yay.
All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. We do have a rousing combat phase. We're going to see.
I will decisive strike.
All right.
Okay, so your decisive strike.
Yeah, it's
All right,
over there,
So
I
that's
think,
your.
so-
It's okay. We already showed it.
Yeah, so I'll be down to 1 CP after that.
Okay.
Let's see what you got.
So he's got 3 attacks, obviously, into this guy.
Yep.
We are hitting on 3s. Get 2 hits. And then we are going to be wounding on 5s.
He's T5, yep.
And then 6s do AP minus 4.
Oh, okay.
There's a 6, and so
2 wounds.
minus 1,
AP's
minus
not
4.
going to be
Yeah.
relevant because we
Because I
have
think
our
it's a-
slab shield, right?
No, he has a brute shield. So
Brute
it's a 4 up
shield.
and
4 up and-
So 4 up in vuln.
Here we go. No, double 2s.
no.
I mean, that makes a 4.
Yeah. So
He doesn't
what
have
are-
toxin sex though, so that's
Yeah,
fortunate.
just
So
damage
just
1.
damage 1, so it's 1 wound off that guy.
So well, that was 2 failed.
Yeah.
2 wounds
So
off that
2
guy.
wounds off that guy.
He's got a wound left.
Yeah, he's down to
All
1.
right. All right, and then Rico. Well, these are
Oh,
those are the flesh
There we
wound
go.
counters. So
He has 2 wounds left.
all right, so then Rico, then it's back to your
All right.
combat then. So it
So-
will be the Bulgrin here. No minuses to hit here because
Nope.
those are just the wounds
Just
taken
regular
off,
wounds.
not flesh wounds.
So he has 4 base, 5 for being a
5
combat
for the
specialist,
combat, yep.
and then 6 for avalanche of muscle.
oh, so he gets an extra attack
Yeah,
on the
because
charge.
he charged.
Absolutely.
Oh, brutal.
So hitting on 3s.
Pasting. Oh,
Oh,
my god.
very nice.
I
Oh
will,
my
sweet.
god.
I will pull you apart like a rotisserie chicken.
Oh my
Here we go.
goodness.
And these are going to be at strength 7.
Limb
So
by
priest to
limb.
wound. Okay, 5 wounds.
5 wounds? I think I
Right.
got this, guys.
Then
I
it's
think
5
you
up
did.
in vuln, right?
Yeah.
You got 5. Hey!
Oh,
wow.
my God.
Only
We
1 went
failed
through.
1.
Oh, wow.
But it's 2
It's-
damage.
it's 2
yes?
damage.
So
2
2
damage.
injury rolls. You get a +1 to the roll for
Yeah,
a
for the
flesh,
flesh
wound
wound.
here.
Can we do it?
No, it's
come
just a flesh wound again. Oh
So,
no.
so I will spend a stratagem.
Wow.
I want to do caustic blood because he did peel off a wound.
Caustic blood. So yeah, we did lose a wound. So,
So on a
roll
6.
d6 on a
Yeah.
6. Okay.
Oh, good. I was going to say.
That was going to be really sad.
Oh,
So
boy.
this is up to 2 now. Friends.
So the last combat then is this pocket right here. Now we do have the Gene Stealer who charged in.
Yep, he's a combat specialist, so he's got 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. We're using the grasping talons. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s.
2 wounds.
Oh, boy.
5s and 6s. Well, 1 is AP minus 1, 1's AP minus 4, so you get to choose.
I'll do
And,
the AP minus 1.
and does he have the toxin?
He does
sacks?
have the toxin sack,
So,
so that is
yeah.
2 damage.
Yeah, so you choose the AP
I
minus
think I only
1.
rolled
Yeah.
that 1, as
No.
far as I remember.
I'll take the AP minus 1 on a 6.
No, okay, so just an injury roll.
A 3 would kill him, though, because of the
Yes.
flesh wound.
Oh, he's super dead.
Gosh. Okay.
So they will consolidate.
Yeah. So at that point,
I think that's probably the game.
Yeah, if my math is correct, there's absolutely no way for the guard to actually win this game at this point because of the point disparity. So let's talk about it. So there you have it, guys. The Tyranids consumed a lot of biomass there.
Boy, there was a lot of biomass.
Yeah.
There was so much
I
biomass.
got plenty more. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine. Drop in the bucket.
As numerous as we are, surprisingly, you're more numerous, I think.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine. I'll send wave after wave of my own man at this one. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
So what did you guys think? Did you have fun?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
that was
great.
good. That terrain was probably my favorite to date that
Yeah,
I've
that
played
was
with,
really,
just
really
because
fun.
of the weird, the crazy amount of verticality. I know we didn't use a lot of it, but
yeah,
it was
I was
there.
hoping. I was actually hoping you guys would have climbed up on top
Well,
to fight.
one
you know,
brave
one-
Gene Stealer did climb up
He
it.
did, yeah.
He scurried his way up top
Does that
and
really
landed.
count?
Oh, it counts.
She jumped over it.
Oh.
I mean,
I mean, it's a pretty large
That's a-
piece of
that's a-
terrain.
yeah,
and he
sure,
did.
that's
He
true.
leaped.
That's a big.
It was a leap. It was
he
like
came,
a
he saw, he
Superman.
left, he killed. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
But my comms man jumped up on the second level just to radio back to command that it's time for Exterminatus because
Yeah.
it's game over,
Yeah.
man. Game
Right.
It's
over.
okay. We've survived that before.
Yeah. Unless you're going to glass the planet.
That is
then-
Exterminatus.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
unless you're going full glassing
Oh, no,
of
we-
it, then it's
He'll find a way.
they'll be fine.
We find ways.
Nature
Yeah.
finds a way.
Yeah, life finds a way.
Any big moments that you thought were cool, Rico?
Well, I've got my guys arranged in order of coolest, and the MVP is definitely the leader. Not because of what he did, but because of how he died.
Sure.
So
sure,
calling
yeah.
a headshot and then indeed getting the headshot was definitely for me.
I'd have to agree. That was my favorite moment
Yeah,
of the
that was
match
super
too.
fun.
That the fact that he's magnetized to be that
yeah.
way too is just like
every commander
Yeah.
now be magnetized just for that effect. It's gonna be
But yeah, the heavy. I mean,
Came around.
to be fair, we played a 4-player game off the channel, and a buddy of ours used this guy and just obliterated people
It was
left
just
and
one
right.
model a turn.
Yeah, a model a turn gone.
Delete,
He didn't even use the
delete,
comm
gone.
specialist. He was literally just pop, 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 and
Yep.
that was it.
Wow.
So this is a powerful weapon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Without question.
Yes, it is.
Had I known to use that single-minded annihilation stratagem a little bit better, there probably would have been a more brutal ending
Well,
for that.
so you're like, man, I just missed the opportunity to crush my enemy further.
Well, I want to hear the lamentations of their women.
Oh, okay,
Of course, right.
Hang their harps in the willows.
Yeah.
sort of
So
stuff.
you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's weird because that stratagem is written differently. It's written the exact same name, same points cost, but written at a different part of the phase than from the 40k version. But I know that now, so that's good to know. But yeah, definitely this guy did work, but I can't knock the Gene Stealers. These guys,
Yeah, they were quite strong.
agile. They were able to move really quick, and the amount of attacks they have. And I don't know if I was rolling a lot of 6s.
You
so
were
maybe
rolling
that.
really well. I have to say, if you didn't bring them, the game would go much differently.
But that interaction is weird for the multiple saves, and you can choose which one to go with.
Well, because
so
it's actually not weird because. So just to explain a little bit.
you're supposed to roll individually,
I'm
right?
going to use your dice, yeah. So
Yeah,
let's say you have
yeah.
2 attacks. Technically, you can roll 1
Yeah.
and resolve.
And then-
roll a second,
Right.
resolve. But fast dice rolling, you just roll 2, 2, and then when
Yeah,
it
that's
comes
fair.
to the controlling player's time to allocate wounds,
Yeah.
they can opt to, instead of fast dice rolling, roll 2. They can go, okay, I'll roll the 1. And so when you get into little situations like that where they have different AP values or different damage values and stuff, you can. It's not really gaming the system. It's just using the system to your advantage to try to get what you can. You know?
To not die sooner.
Right. To,
That
you know,
makes
hold
perfect
yourself
sense.
in a bit more.
But I think these guys will have to see more play.
Yeah,
maybe
they were
a couple
really good.
more,
Well,
and
because
drop
they
a
took-
warrior or something. But
They took a lot of heat off of your
yeah.
warriors
definitely
big time.
because
Yeah.
there was no addressing them.
Well, 8-inch move, free reroll on the charge.
Exactly,
As long as they're spearheading your movement up the board, I mean, it gives freedom. I mean, you're usually going to toss a Hormigaunt in the way, but these guys they can connect.
Yeah,
And
that turn 1 leaping,
yeah.
that definitely is what kind of blocked
That-
me up and stopped all my forward progression.
Yeah.
So it was a good move. It was solid.
No, I realized it halfway through. I'm glad it paid off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that
Awesome.
was a good match.
Well, guys, thank you so much for coming
Thank
in.
you.
Appreciate you. And thank you for watching. Remember, tune in every Wednesday on Warhammer Wednesdays for a new video.
Wednesday.
And, if you like the video, subscribe. We're going to do it again. So if you want to subscribe, you can click that here.
It's somewhere here.
It's somewhere over there.
Yeah.
And if you want to see more videos like this one, you can click right over here.
or over here, wherever you want to click. It's
And
America.
then, maybe we will put another one
Maybe,
out
yeah.
there. Now you probably can't see us for all the things on the screen. But there you go. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.